everyone, this is Pratiksha Misra and welcome back to another video tutorial of PM by Passion Academy. So thumbnail already समस्त जानी सारी बेनी जे 5th semester पिला मानक पई बहुत important type रो क्वेश्चन म आज नै के आछि MCQs ऊपर समस्त जानि थिबे क्वेश्चन पैटर्न 12 मार्क रो शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आछि लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन 2 मार्क्स 3 मार्क्स तो इट्स ओके आमे जहां भी कांसेप्ट लिखिबा से अनुसार हमर स्टेप मार्किंग हे पारे हुए तो हमको लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन ने 1 मार्क काटि के दे पारंती किबा 3 मार्क्स टू 3 मार्क्स 2 मार्क्स टू 2 मार्क्स किबा 1.5 भी रही पारे किंतु शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन एमिति का क्वेश्चन 1 मार्क क्वेश्चन एमिति का क्वेश्चन जदी गोटे भूल हे जबो ताले गला हमर टोटल भी मार्क मिलिबार चांस ही नहीं स्टेप मार्किंग भी एथि नहीं सेति हमको बहुत भलो से प्रिपेयर हेबाको पड़िबो आ जोति पई मु नै कि आछि बहुत इंपोर्टेंट मोस्ट प्रोबेबल एमसीक्यूज जो थर कि आपण जेमिति ना जेमिति हो 10टा क्वेश्चन तो पाई भी पारिबे सेति मु 4 दिन रे 4टा कैप्सूल आनिबी जेनेटिक्स ऊपर आनिबी एनिमल बिहेवियर ऊपर आनिबी इम्यूनोलॉजी ऊपर आनिबी एंड मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी ऊपर आनिबी तो सेति पई ट्राई करिवे समस्त देखिबा पई जदी आपण ए 4टा कैप्सूल सॉल्व कर दोचंती ताले आपणकर जेमिति भी हो 12 रो 10 मार्क रहिबो ही रहिबो गारंटी देकी कहूची ताले स्टार्ट करिबा फर्स्ट जेनेटिक्स हमर फर्स्ट 25th रे स्टार्ट होची सेति मु आगनी के आसी जेनेटिक्स पेपर सो स्टार्ट करबा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन नो समस्त तो थ्योरी ऑलरेडी पढ़ी सारी थिबे समस्त थ्योरी हे सारी थिबा आज बास हमें एमसीक्यूज डिस्कशन करबा क्वेश्चन आंसर डिस्कशन तो नुहे मु जते कम समय रे पारिबी सेते अधिक क्वेश्चन मु करि दे चलीबी तो आपण माने ट्राई करबे क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करिया पई जो माने थ्योरी पढ़ी सारी थिबे से माने तो सॉल्व ही जिवो आ जो माने थ्योरी स्टार्ट करि नथिबे जो माने थ्योरी भल से कांसेप्ट क्लियर हे नथिबे से माने क्वेश्चन करि परिबेनी सो आगो समस्ते कांसेप्ट क्लियर होंतु थ्योरी क्लियर होंतु तापरे एमसीक्यूज करंतु देखिबे पूरा धड़ एमसीक्यूज हे जिवो आ जत्ते शीघ्र आपण क्वेश्चन आंसर सॉल्व करिवे सेते शीघ्र आपणकर कांसेप्ट क्लियर हे जिवो सेते भलो से आपणकर कॉन्फिडेंस भी पळे आसबे जे यस आई कैन डू इट बोली तो हमें स्टार्ट करबे हमर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन नो A woman has X-linked condition on one of her X chromosomes. These chromosomes can be inherited by dash. Only grandchildren, only sons, only daughters, or both sons and daughters. So you know the answer, that is both sons and daughters. मु कहि छ ऑलरेडी जो माने थ्योरी कांसेप्ट क्लियर थिबे से मानकर पक्का क्वेश्चन आंसर हे ही जिवो नेक्स्ट बा 2 नंबर क्वेश्चन Which of the following pairs is wrongly matched? XO type of sex determination with grasshopper, ABO blood grouping with codominance, starch synthesis in P multiple alleles, or TH Morgan linkage. Which is wrong match? That is starch synthesis in P multiple alleles. You know what is right. So I don't want to tell this. Next move question number 3. A disease caused by autosomal primary non-disjunction is dash. Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, Turner syndrome, sickle cell anemia, and the correct answer is Down syndrome. A disease caused by autosomal primary non-disjunction is Down syndrome. That is option A is the correct answer. Next number 4. Thalassemia and sickle cell anemia are caused due to a problem in globin molecule synthesis. Select the correct statement. Both are due to a qualitative defect in globin chain synthesis. Both are due to a quantitative defect in globin chain synthesis. Thalassemia is due to less synthesis of globin molecules, or option D, sickle cell anemia. One is due to a quantitative problem of globin molecules, and the correct answer is thalassemia is due to less synthesis of globin molecules. Next number 5. Select the correct match. TH Morgan transduction, F2 recessive parent dihybrid cross, ribosome nucleic acid, and G Mendel by Greger Mendel transformation. And the correct answer is ribozyme nucleic acid. The correct match is ribozyme nucleic acid. Next number 6. Select the correct statement dash. Spliceosomes take part in translation. Punnett square was developed by British scientist. Franklin Stahl coined the term linkage, and transduction was discovered by S. Altman. And the correct answer is option B, that is Punnett square was developed by a British scientist. This is the correct statement. Next number 7. Which of the following characteristics represent inheritance of blood groups in humans? Dominance, codominance, multiple alleles, or incomplete alleles? And the correct answers are dominance, codominance, and multiple allele. So the correct answer is answer C, that is option A, B, and C are the corrects. Next number 8. Number 8 start करिया पूर्व कहि रखुची प्लीज जो माने नुआ अछंते चैनल ले सब्सक्राइब करंतु एंड जो माने देखुचंती समस्त पई हेल्पफुल होची प्लीज लाइक करंतु और निजे संग मानक पाको शेयर करंतु समस्त को हेल्प करंतु निजे हेल्प कले दिन ना दिन फ्यूचर रे तमन को भी सब हेल्प मिली परिबो सो हेल्प करंतु प्लीज और संग मानक पाको शेयर करंतु. Number 8 question. A genotype of a husband and wife are IA, IB and IAI. Among the blood types of their children, how many different genotypes and phenotypes are possible? 3 genotypes, 3 phenotypes, 3 genotypes, 4 phenotypes, 4 genotypes, 3 phenotypes and 4 genotypes, 4 phenotypes. And the correct answer is option C, that is 4 genotypes and 3 phenotypes. Next, number 9. Which one from those given below is the period for Mendel's hybridization experiments? 1856 to 1863, 1857 to 1869, 1840 to 1850, 1870 to 1877. And the correct answer is option A, that is 1856 to 1863. Next, number 10. Among the following characters, which was not considered by Mendel in his experiments of P dash? Stem, tall or dwarf, trichosomes, glandular or non-glandular, seed, green or yellow, pod, inflated or constricted. And the correct answer is trichosomes, glandular or non-glandular. ए उपरे मेंडेल बिल्कुल भी एक्सपेरिमेंट करी नथिले, बाकी तीनटा उपरे मेंडेल एक्सपेरिमेंट करिथिले. सेति पई हमर ऑप्शन बी ट्राइकोम्स होचंती एक्सेप्शन. नेक्स्ट, नंबर 11 क्वेश्चन. A tall true breeding garden pea plant is crossed with a dwarf true breeding garden pea plant. When the F1 plants were shelved, the resulting genotype were in the ratio of dash 1:2:1, 3:1, 3:1, 1:2:1. So the correct answer is option D, that is 1:2:1, tall homozygous 1, tall heterozygous 2 and dwarf 1. So 1:2:1, that is tall homozygous, tall heterozygous and dwarf. Next, number 12 question. Which is the most common mechanism of genetic variation in the population of sexually reproducing organisms? Transduction, chromosomal aberration, genetic drift and recombination. And the correct answer is recombination. Option D is the correct statement. Next, number 13 question. The movement of a gene from one linkage group of another is called dash? Inversion, translocation, duplication or crossing over. And the correct answer is option D, that is crossing over. The movement of a gene from one linkage group to another is called crossing over. Next, number 14. A man whose father was colorblind marries a woman who had a colorblind mother and normal father. What percentage of male children of this couple would be colorblind? So this is sex linked inheritance type. So 25%, 50%, 0% or 75%. And the correct answer is 0%. That means कोनोसी भी children से मानकर color blind हेबे ही नहीं. Next, number 15. A human female with Turner syndrome dash has 45 chromosomes with XO, has 1 additional X chromosomes, exhibit male characters, is able to produce children with normal husband. And the correct answer is option A, that is a human female with Turner syndrome has 45 chromosomes with XO type. Next, number 16. If both parents are carriers for thalassemia, which is an autosomal recessive disorder, what are the chances of pregnancy resulting in the affected child? And the correct answer is 100%. So if the both parents carries thalassemia, which is an autosomal recessive disorder case रे कौन होचे ना कोनोसी प्रकार रा चाइल्ड अफेक्ट होची ना नहीं कहबा गले 100% चाइल्ड अफेक्ट ही हबो जदि कोनोसी पर्सन को थैलेसेमिया हेची एंड ऑटोसोमल रिसेसिव डिसऑर्डर हेची ताले से मानकर 100% चांस अछि कि से मानकर चाइल्ड अफेक्ट हबा कथा ही हबो. सो इटार करेक्ट आंसर होची 100% ऑप्शन डी. नेक्स्ट, नंबर 17. अ नॉर्मल विजन्ड मैन whose father was colorblind marries a woman whose father was also colorblind. They have their first child as a daughter. What are the chances that this child could be colorblind dash? 100%, 90%, 0%, 25%. And the correct answer is 0%. 0% chance. That means no chance. No chance is that child should be colorblind. So एठी केमती बाहर करिवे प्रथमे क्रॉस करिवे बिना क्रॉस रे हाफेजेडली बिल्कुल भी आंसर करिवेनी. जो जगह रे ए टाइप रो क्वेश्चन आछी आगो रफ रे क्रॉस करिवे x सहित y को क्रॉस करिवे क्रॉस करिकि देखिवे कोन आछी आंसर आसिला परे ही आपना को टिक करिवे. अदरवाइजली मने मने भाबी कि क्रॉस कर दे कि बिल्कुल भी आको करिवे नाही. मैथ्स सेमती सेक्स डिटरमिनेशन सेक्स लिंक्ड इनहेरिटेंस जेनेटिक्स पार्ट ही सेमती सब बेले ट्राई करिवे क्रॉस करिवा पई. नेक्स्ट बा नंबर 18 क्वेश्चन को. Which condition describes the sex correctly? XO condition as in Turner syndrome determines the female sex. XX chromosomes produce male in Drosophila. ZZ sex chromosomes determine female sex in birds. XO sex chromosomes determine male sex in grasshopper. And the correct answer is option D, that is XO sex chromosomes determine male sex in grasshoppers. Grasshoppers means झिंटिका जो माने सन तांको में grasshopper बोली कहउचंती. Next 19 question. Which condition of zygote cell will lead to birth of a normal human female child? One X chromosome, one X and one Y chromosome, two X chromosome and one Y chromosome. And the correct answer is option C, that is two X chromosome. Number 20. In a test cross involving F1 dihybrid flies, more parental type of offsprings were produced than the recombinant type of offsprings. This indicates dash. Chromosomes failed to separate during meiosis. The two genes are linked and present on the same chromosome. Both the characters are controlled by more than one gene, or the two genes are located in the two different chromosomes. And the correct answer is, this indicates the two genes are linked and present on the same chromosome. Option B is the right answer. Next, number 21. Alleles are dash different phenotypes, true breeding homozygotes, different molecular forms of gene or heterozygotes. Alleles are different molecular form of gene. एटा होची बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन, समस्त करि परिबा दरकार ए क्वेश्चन को. मु जति कि क्वेश्चन करूची समस्त आंसर करूथांतु एवं कमेंट सेक्शन में कहतु केति ठीक होची. नंबर 22. मल्टीपल alleles are present dash one different chromosomes at different loci on the same chromosome, at same loci of the chromosome, or on non-sister chromatids. And the correct answer is option C, that is at same loci of the chromosome. Multiple alleles are present at the same loci or locus of the chromosome. Next, number 23. How many pairs of contrasting characters in pea plants were studied by Mendel in his experiments? 5, 8, 6 or 7? And the correct answer is 7. How many pairs of contrasting characters in pea plants were studied by Mendel in his experiments? 7 characters. 7 contrasting characters in pea plants were studied by Mendel or Gregor Mendel in his experiments. Mendel को पूरा ना सबले मन रखिए, that Gregor Mendel. Next, 24. The fruit color is squash is an example of recessive epistasis, dominant epistasis, complementary epistasis or inhibitory chain. And the correct answer is option B, that is dominant epistasis. Next, number 25. Which Mendelian idea is depicted by a cross in which F1 generation resembles both the parents dash codominance, incomplete dominance, law of dominance or inheritance of one gene? And the correct answer is option A, that is codominance. Which Mendelian idea is depicted by a cross in which F1 generation resembles with both the parents, that is codominance. Next, number 26. Which of the following statements is not true of two genes that show 50% recombination frequency dash? The genes may be on different chromosomes, the genes are tightly linked, the genes show independent assortment. If the genes are present on the same chromosomes, then undergo more than one crossovers in every meiosis. And the correct answer is, the genes are tightly linked. This statement is not true for the 50% recombination frequency. Other the three statements are correct. Next, number 27. A test cross is carried out to dash predict whether two trails are linked, assess the number of alleles of a gene, determine the genotype of plant, or determine whether two species or varieties will breed successfully. And the correct answer is option C, that is determine the genotype of plant. Next, number 28. F2 generation in Mendelian cross showed that both genotype and phenotypic ratios are same as 1:2:1. It represents a case of dash monohybrid cross with complete dominance, monohybrid cross with incomplete dominance, or codominance or dihybrid cross. And the correct answer is option B, that is monohybrid cross with incomplete dominance. Next, number 29. An antirrhinium 2 plants with pink flowers were hybridized. ध्यान से सुनते क्वेश्चन को, ये टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. सो एन antirrhinium 2 plants with pink flowers were hybridized. The F1 plant produced red, pink and white flowers in the proportion of 1 red, 2 pink and 1 white. What would be the genotype of the two plants used for the hybridization? Red flower color is determined by capital R and white by small r genes. So what is the answer? Try karantu kon haba yara answer. सो आंसर हम कैपिटल आर एंड स्मॉल आर मुझे सॉल्व ही करूना कहीं ऑलरेडी कहि सारी जो मैंने थ्योरी पढ़ुचंती से मानको जणा अछि केमिति सॉल्व करा जिवो सो एठी मु एथि सॉल्व करूनी कारण अजथा आपण मानकर टाइम मु वेस्ट करबा को चाहुनी ए सब सॉल्व करिकि आ 4 दिन मात्र एग्जाम रहिला जते शीघ्र शीघ्र हमें बहुत सारा क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करिकि सारिबा सेति पई मु आपण मानन कहूची सॉल्व करंतु सॉल्व करिकि आंसर निजे निजे बाहर करंतु आंसर देखि देकरी कर देले किछि हबनी सॉल्व करबा निहाती दरकार कारण एग्जाम रे एई टाइप रो सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चन प्रायत आसी थाए सो 29 नो आंसर कोन रहउची ऑप्शन बी दैट इज कैपिटल आर एंड स्मॉल आर नेक्स्ट नंबर 30 Which one of the following cannot be explained on the basis of Mendel's law of dominance? Alleles don't show any blending and both the characters recover as such in F2 generation. Factors occur in pairs. The discrete unit controlling a particular character is called factor. And out of one pair of factors, one is dominant and other are recessive. And the correct answer is option A, that is alleles don't show any blending and both the characters recover as such in F2 generation. F2 generation केतोळे आसीबा लास्ट रे आसीबा फर्स्ट आसीबा P1 then P2 then F1 then F2 so last होची हमरा F2 next 31 the genotype of a plant showing the dominant phenotype can be determined by dash pedigree test cross back cross and dihybrid cross and the correct answer is test cross so pedigree रो कोटे कोटे क्वेश्चन मध्ये बेले बेले पळे आसे तो pedigree ऊपर भी ध्यान दोथिबे Next, number 32. Human blood grouping is called ABO instead of ABC because O signifies dash no antigen, one antibody, O for dominance or other antigen. And the correct answer is no antigen. O रे कोनोसी प्रकार एंटीजेन ही प्रेजेंट न थाए सब बेले एंटीबॉडीज ही प्रेजेंट थाए सेति पई ये समस्त को ब्लड देई पारे सो ओ को हमें कोन कहंती ना डोनर ग्रुप बोली कहतांती काहे कहतांती काहे कि नाथरे कोनोसी प्रकार एंटीजेन ही प्रेजेंट न थाए नेक्स्ट नंबर 33 Genotype of hybrid is determined by dash crossing 1F progeny with recessive plant, crossing 1F progeny with another F progeny, crossing 1F2 progeny with female parent, crossing 1F1 progeny with male parent. And the correct answer is genotype of hybrid is determined by crossing 1F progeny with recessive parent. Next number 34. Pick out the correct statements. Hemophilia is a sex-linked recessive disease. Down syndrome is due to aneuploidy. Phenylketonuria is an autosomal recessive gene disorder. Or sickle cell anemia is an X-linked recessive gene disorder. What are the correct statements? First, the hemophilia is a sex-linked recessive disease. इटा निहाती भाबरे करेक्ट कारण जतबेले लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन पढुतबे समस्ते एबे सेक्स लिंक्ड इनहेरिटेंस सेतिरे हेमोफिलिया रो एग्जांपल अछि ही अछि सेतिबे हमरा करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट फास्ट रहिला हेमोफिलिया इज अ सेक्स लिंक्ड रिसेसिव जीन और रिसेसिव डिजीज नेक्स्ट Number 2i that is Down syndrome is due to aneuploidy and also phenylketonuria is an autosomal recessive gene disorder. सेति पय हमर 1 2 और 3 तीनटा तक ऑप्शन हमर राइट रहउची एंड ए तीनटा तक यदि हम करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट बोली कंसीडर करचंती ताले ऑप्शन रे देखबा कोन कोन अछि ऑप्शन ए रे अछि डबल आई एंड आईवी करेक्ट ऑप्शन बी रे I, triple I and IV correct. Option C, I, double I and triple I correct. And this is the correct answer, that is I, double I and triple I correct. So answer C is the right statement. Next, number 35. An individual's collection of genes is called dash genotype, phenotype, trait or none of the above. The बहुत easy answer. Individuals collection of gene is called genotype. Next, character wise जदि हमें कि study करचन ताल से phenotype जदि हमें कहर gene को study करचन ती से होचे हमारा genotype. Next, name of the scientist who discovered the laws of heredity. Gregor Mendel. First ru यार आंसर लिखा है जायछि एंड एटा होची करेक्ट आंसर. लॉ ऑफ हेरिडिटी के बाहर करथिले ना ग्रेगर मेंडेल बाहर करथे ना कि न्यूटन ना कि पनेट. Next number 37. Who introduced chromosomal theory of inheritance? Mendel, Sutton, Reginald or Bion? And the correct answer is Sutton. एथिरे देखंतु कोन लिखा है क्रोमोसोमल थ्योरी ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस एंड एथिरे लिखा है 36 नंबर क्वेश्चन ने लिखा है लॉज ऑफ हेरिडिटी जमा भी कंफ्यूज हेबेनी क्रोमोसोमल थ्योरी ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस को देथिले सुटन एंड हमर लॉज ऑफ हेरिडिटी को देथिले ग्रेगर मेंडल सो 38 रे कोन अछि देखबा क्वेश्चन if a genetic disease is transferred from phenotypically normal but carrier female to only some of the male progeny, the disease is called dash autosomal dominant, autosomal recessive, sex linked dominant or sex linked recessive, and the correct answer is sex linked recessive. If a genetic disease is transferred from phenotypically normal but carrier female to only some of the male progeny, the disease is called sex-linked recessive. Next, number 39. The plant Mendel used to study inheritance of two genes. बहुत easy से होची हमारा pea plant. So एठी हमारा option में अच्छी garden pea. So garden pea होची हमारा correct answer option C. Next, number 40. The allele which is unable to express its effect in the presence of another is called dash, codominant, supplementary, complementary or recessive, and the correct answer is recessive. The allele which is unable to express its effect in the presence of another is called recessive. Next, number 41. A plant having the genotype capital A, capital B, small b and capital C will produce dash kinds of gametes. एथिरे पूरा पूरी अपना टेबल करिवे, टेबल करिकी देखिबे केते प्रकार बाहरुची. एटी म आंसर कहि दोची दी प्रकार बाहरिबो. सो एटी टू काइंड्स ऑफ gametes बाहरिबो. सेति पई ऑप्शन डी होची राइट आंसर. नंबर 42. Female heterogamety is dash. Two different types of gametes are produced by females. 4 different types of gametes are produced by males. Can be both option A and B or none of the above. And the correct statement is option A, that is a female heterogamety is the two different types of gametes are produced by females. एटी ऑप्शन देखिकरी ही जणा पड़ी जाउची जे फीमेल ना रुही एटी हमें जानि परबे जे जो मानकर दीटा अलग अलग टाइप रो गैमेट देखाबो. हेटेरो माने डिफरेंट टाइप, गैमेट माने गैमेट्स, प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गैमेट्स. एंड एटी फीमेल हेटेरोगैमेट देछि माने जो फीमेल मानक केस रे दीटा अलग अलग टाइप रो गैमेट प्रोडक्शन होतबो तक हमें फीमेल हेटेरोगैमेट कहउचंती. सो टू डिफरेंट टाइप्स of gametes are produced by females are called female heterogamety. Next, number 43. An analysis of traits in several generations of a family is called the dash. Pedigree analysis, Mendel analysis, Punnett analysis or none of the above. And the answer is option A. Please like कर दियंतु वीडियो को जो मैंने देखुचंती लाइक कर दियंतु एंड सांग मानक पाको जल्दी शेयर कर दियंतु. जो मैंने नुआ अछंती सब्सक्राइब भी कर दियंतु. ओके, नेक्स्ट देखिबा 44 क्वेश्चन. Color blindness is an dash linked recessive trait. Z chromosome, Y chromosome, X chromosome or none of these. And the correct answer is X chromosome. Color blindness is an X chromosome linked recessive trait. Next देखिए number 45. In most species, mitochondrial DNA is passed down from dash. DNA, mother and father or mother. And the correct answer is option D, that is mother. In most species, mitochondrial DNA is passed down from mother. Next, Punnett square was developed by dash. Mendel, Watson and Sutton, Reginald and Boveri. And the correct answer is Reginald. Punnett square was developed by Reginald. Next, number 47. Down syndrome is a dash. Mendelian disorder, chromosomal disorder, can be option A or B or none of the above. And the correct answer is option B, that is Down syndrome is a chromosomal disorder. Chromosomal abnormality जोगु जो disorder देखा जाउची से होची Down syndrome. और ये particular chromosome रे ही देखा जाए. Particular type of chromosomal disorder होची ये. That means गोटे particular number of chromosome रे ही ए प्रकार disorder देखा जाए. So number मन रखिबा किछि दरकार नहीं, बस एतिकी जानिबा दरकार हमर एबे जे chromosomal disorder होची Down syndrome. पीजी पढ़ला बेले जानिबे समस्ते जे chromosomal ए डाउन सिंड्रोम रो क्रोमोसोमल डिसऑर्डर टा को नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम रे डिफेक्ट होची. तो देखिबा एबे नंबर 48. ए रिसेसिव एलील इज एक्सप्रेस्ड इन डैश. हेटेरोजाइगस कंडीशन ओनली, होमोजाइगस कंडीशन ओनली, F3 जनरेशन और बोथ होमोजाइगस एंड हेटेरोजाइगस कंडीशंस. सो रिसेसिव एलील एक्सप्रेस्ड इन होमोजाइगस कंडीशंस. सो हेटेरोजाइगस रे बिल्कुल भी हे परिबो नाही, ये केवल होमोजाइगस रे ही हे परिबो. नेक्स्ट नंबर 49. A cross between two tall plants resulted in offspring having few dwarf plants. What would be the genotypes of both the parents? Capital T and capital T small t, capital T small t and capital T small t, capital T and capital T and capital T small t and small t small t. So what is the right answer? The right answer is option B, that is capital T small t and capital T small t. Next, number 50. In sickle cell anemia, glutamic acid is replaced by valine. Which one of the following triplets code for valine? GGG, AAG, GAA or GUG? And the correct answer is option D, that is GUG. Next, 51. In a monohybrid cross between two heterozygous individuals, percentage of pure homozygous individuals obtained in F1 generation will be dash 25%, 50%, 75% or 100%. So the answer is option B, that is 50%. In a monohybrid cross between two heterozygous individuals, percentage of pure homozygous individuals obtained in F1 generation will be 50%. Next, number 52. A man marries a woman and both do not show any apparent traits of inherited disease. Okay, 5 sons and 2 daughters were born and 3 of their sons suffer from a disease. However, none of the daughters is affected. The following mode of inheritance is called dash: sex-linked recessive, sex-linked dominant, autosomal dominant or none of the above. First pedigree करिवे, क्रॉस करिवे, देन देखिबे तांका भितरु कोन राइट आंसर होउची. सो म कहि रखुची करेक्ट आंसर होउची सेक्स लिंक्ड रिसेसिव. सो द डिजीज इज कॉल्ड सेक्स लिंक्ड रिसेसिव डिजीज. नेक्स्ट, नंबर 53. A trait that overpowers and hide another trait is called overpowering trait, complex trait, recessive trait or dominant trait. This is very easy, that is dominant trait. जति गोटे trait आउ गोटे trait को hide कर दोची बा दबे की रखुची ताको हमें dominant बोली कहउचंती. Number 54. Mendel's law can be applicable only when characters are linked, parents are pure breed. F1 generation in monohybrid cross show two type of individuals. One pair of contrasting character depends on another pair, and the correct answer is option A, that is characters are linked. Next, number 55. Mendel's law of independent assortment holds good for genes situated on the dash: non-homologous chromosomes, homologous chromosomes, extranuclear genetic element or same chromosome, and the correct answer is option B, that is homologous chromosomes. Okay, next, 56. Which of the following characters was not chosen by Mendel? Pod shape, pod color, location of flower or location of pod, and the correct answer is option D, that is location of pod. This was not chosen by Mendel. Pod shape, pod color, a flower or location, ए तीनटा केवल मेंडेल डिस्कवर करथिले तांकर कैरेक्टर पाई. देन pod र लोकेशन से केबे भी यूज करनथिले तांकर कैरेक्टर पाई. ओके, नेक्स्ट, नंबर 57. And here is our last question, number 57. Which of the following is incorrect regarding ZW, ZZ type of sex determination? Please consider ZW and ZZ. आमर विभिन्न प्रकार देखेबा XX, XY, XX, XO and ZW, ZZ. हमको ये सब गुड़ाक ध्यान रखिबार अछि किए कोठी केमिति टाइप रे देखा जानती. सेठी हमको ZW and ZZ टाइप रे पचारिछि कोटा हमरा याकु नेकरी इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट अछि. So it occurs in birds and some reptiles. Females are homogametic and males are heterogametic. 1:1 ratio is produced in the offsprings or all of the above. And the correct answer is option B, that is females are homogametic and males are heterogametic. That is, this is the incorrect statement regarding ZW and ZZ type of sex determination. So इठी हमें 57 क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट करले जेनेटिक्स रो. आई होप कि समस्ते भलो से करि पारथिबे. जो मानकर थ्योरी कांसेप्ट क्लियर थिबो से मन तो आराम से करि पारथिबे. जदि को मानकर किछि प्रॉब्लम अछि ताले ट्राई करंतु मने रखिबा को क्वेश्चन आंसर बार बार प्रैक्टिस करंतु. 2 ରୁ 3 थर वीडियो देखि कि प्रैक्टिस कर दियंतु. लेखिबा भी दरकार नाही, भलो से देखि कि बुझी कि कर दियंतु. देखिबे आराम से मन रहि जिबा क्वेश्चन आंसर. आ जति क्वेश्चन म आज करैछि 57 ता बिसरु आपण ऑलमोस्ट एग्जाम रे करि पारिबे. नेक्स्ट, मु आउ गोटे पेपर ऊपर क्वेश्चन आंसर नहीं कि आसबी जोटा कि आपण मानकर टोटल फंडा क्लियर हो जिवो, फंडा स्ट्रांग हो जिवो. आपण मेंटली प्रिपेयर भी हे परिबे कि मु एग्जाम रे सब क्वेश्चन ना आंसर अटेम्प्ट करि परिबे. हमर ऑलमोस्ट आंसर ठीक हबो. ओके, सो प्रैक्टिस करथांतु थ्योरी पेपर्स एंड देखंतु 2 ରୁ 3 थर क्वेश्चन आंसर्स. टेक केयर.